Hello, everybody, and welcome to Skip Happens. Tonight, it's going to be one of those voices that stops you mid-scroll. She's an Italian-American singer-songwriter. She's in Raleigh, North Carolina, with some upstate New York roots, blending soul, blues, and that raw, honest storytelling that we all love. I love this. You've heard her solo work, possibly. You might have caught her tearing it up as lead singer of a group called Hatchback. And now she's stepping into a new chapter, but she's still making music, still pushing creativity, just doing it on her own terms, which is pretty cool. From tequila to God as a woman, and even experimenting with AI-driven visuals. I like that. And she's proof that artists don't have to follow one lane to make something real. I'm Skip Clark. This is Skip Happens. And there she is, Angela Vittori. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, Skip. How are you?
Very well. It's a pleasure to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
You know, John reached out and said I needed to get you on the podcast, and apparently he reached out to you as well. And I'm so glad that you agreed to do it. I love talking to musicians and finding out what they're all about. But wait a minute, you're in Raleigh, you said, right?
Hard to believe. It doesn't look like Raleigh right now, but doesn't feel like Raleigh.
What, for example, how warm was it today?
Oh, actually it got up to the 40s. So
Okay, we'll take that.
it started out in the 20s every morning and it ends in the 20s every night
Oh my
lately.
gosh. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So is the snow, I mean, you probably got 8 inches of snow. You got quite a bit there from that storm.
I mean, it's the most that people have ever seen, like in this area. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And me, growing up in upstate New
Mhm.
York, I mean, this is just, this is child's play, for me. But to them, I mean, everything shuts down. They just don't know how to drive in it. They don't know how to do it down here. So it's,
I
I
know.
don't like it. I don't want that type of weather down here, but I certainly know how to hold my own. So
Exactly, and that's good. You could probably start a service saying, "Hey, I'll take you to work.
I
I can
totally
handle this."
I totally could. I could teach lessons on how to drive in the snow.
I love it. I love
Mhm.
it. And how long ago did you move to Raleigh?
About 4.5 years ago, almost
Okay.
5 now.
Was it because of a job, because of your singing, or
Yeah, so I was actually living in Oregon before I lived here.
okay.
And I moved here just to be closer to my sister and my nieces. I was just kind of feeling like I needed a change and
Mhm,
like, you
mhm.
know what? I think I'm gonna move to Raleigh um and just kind of take a chance and just see if I like it. This area has a very big medical influence, and so
Mhm.
I medical field, so it would just seem like the right fit for me. Um, and yeah, I just kind of took the plunge from Oregon and just tried it out, and I'm still here. So
So, did you go to school to become a surgical technologist?
did yes. So
Wow.
yeah, I love being a surgical tech. Right now, I work in labor and delivery, so I assist, with all the
Oh.
cesarean C sections and all that, and assist with vaginal deliveries and
Mhm,
everything
mhm,
it takes
mhm.
to bring a baby into the world. But before that, I was in the main OR, and I was just working up in Baltimore, working here in North Carolina, just helping out in surgery, and it's really cool. It's a
So
lot, but
yeah, how much schooling goes into that?
it just depends. You can do like a 1 year, 2 year program.
I gotcha.
Just it just kind of depends on which avenue you want to take to do it, but really, like, as soon as you're done with school, you can just jump right in and get as much experience as in whatever specialty you want to do. So I really like labor and delivery. That's just kind of my favorite fit right now, but you can do so much with it. You can do plastics, you can do ortho, you can do so
Oh
much.
my
So
gosh. It's got
yeah.
it's got to be so interesting. I know I'm here to talk about your music, but just I always like to chat a little bit about what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, you're human, you've got other things going, you got to pay the bills, you got to do what you got to do. But it sounds like you thoroughly enjoy that.
Yeah, well, it's weird because like it's so what everybody like is baffled about is
Mhm.
it's so different. So like I'll go from like being scrubbed in, like sterile in surgery all day long, and then I will change and drive to a venue and hop on stage and do in the morning. But, like, people are like, how do you, what is, how, who are you? It's like these like two different lifestyles that I somehow like
You make them
balance.
work. Yeah, you balance them very well, obviously. It's in your blood. It's the passion, it's the dedication for what you do.
Yeah.
You love music.
It feels like I'm like going into like a phone booth and I'm just like, changing, coming out, and I'm a totally different person. I've got a whole different look, and it's just funny. But
Yeah.
I think it's like, I think it's cool. I obviously don't want to, wear scrubs forever, and I obviously would love to just do music full time, but this is a
It's
real
tough.
job, and it's rewarding and extreme, and I just feel like it just fits my personality. So
Got benefits. Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So when it comes to the music though, Angela, when did you first realize your voice wasn't just good, but different? And the kind people stop talking for? Or when did you realize that? Because you are. I mean, when I was told to get a hold of you, then I did a little research. I was blown away.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to me. I don't know. Like I've been singing my whole life, like since I
Mhm.
was a little girl. And I just, like anytime there was a solo in like a school play, like I was all about
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
And obviously like, I don't know. I never really thought about it as a kid. I just knew I liked doing it. And I don't know where like the aha moment was, except for when I got a little bit older. And, I've told this story before that I was doing what was called in upstate New York, where I went to school. It's called a NISMA solo. And,
Mm.
you pick out this song that you want to do out of this list, and you sing it in front of three judges. And, you work on this song, for months at a time in
Mhm.
your chorus class. And, you work on your NISMA solo, you get all the notes, you get all the words memorized and everything. Then you sing it one night. You have to show up at night and sing it in front of three
Mhm.
judges. And I sang my song and I got a perfect score. And
Woo.
we're thinking like, oh my God, like I love doing this
Mhm.
and I'm good at it too. Like I think maybe that was my moment where I was like, ooh, okay,
Mhm.
I should
Mhm.
keep doing this, and it makes me feel good. And I like, I have such a passion for like just singing. And I remember just like being so obsessed with female singers, just like loving, just like female singers, just whoever was an icon, in that year, in that
Mhm.
era. Like I was just studying them and analyzing them and just obsessed with their voice. And so I think I knew at a very young age that, I have a problem.
But it's a good one.
I like
I
this.
love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. So would you say that you carved the path yourself, or did it have anything to do with you being Italian American, always music in the house, or you pretty much did this on your own?
Yeah, I would say I did it on my own.
Yeah.
For um, my older sister, she sings too. We both sang, like grew up singing.
Mhm.
Um, my parents didn't sing at all. Like I don't know. I don't know really where it came from, but I feel like I wanted it. I wanted it bad. And so there's a difference between like, just kind of singing in the shower and singing in the car. I wanted it at a whole different level. Like I was very persistent about like, I crave this. Like I can't go to sleep with music because it's distracting. It's hard to listen to somebody talk when
Mhm.
there's background, because I'm like this is a different level. And I think I definitely pursued it on my own. I didn't have any, any handouts growing up or anything. There was
Right, right.
nobody famous, no money inherited, no type of, no work. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally get that. Have you ever thought about, or have you like The Voice or American Idol or any of those shows that could kind of give you that jump?
Yeah, you get asked that a lot when you're a singer and a performer. You get asked like, "You should go on The Voice. Have you ever thought about it?" And yeah, everybody thinks about it. Everybody like looks at that and says, "Hmm, that's not a bad idea."
Mhm.
Um, the best way to describe that is very similar to what I do in my day job, working at a hospital. So the hospital is there to help people, and it does. Sick
Hmm.
people come, we help the sick people. Pregnant women come, we help the pregnant women. However, the hospital still needs to make money. So need to profit. So those shows are very much like that, where it's like, yes, they do give opportunities to people. Yes, they do change people's lives. However, they need to make good ratings, and they need to make money, and they need to be, seen at year after year. People need to keep wanting to see this show. So I feel like they have their own agenda, and there's people that they pick for
Hmm.
reasons to benefit them, not because they are insanely talented or because they really do have this like voice of an angel. Sometimes those things are determined by what's going to, give them the better profit. So
Hmm.
I think it's good. I think it's great, and I think it is life changing. And sure, I would, sign me up. I'll go right now. But like, I also see that like,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a catch there, and so it's like sometimes it's not as authentic as it
Yeah. Now
looks.
I've heard stories on both sides
Yeah.
because, like, I talk to so many different people, and I've talked to American Idol winners. I've
Mhm.
talked to those that haven't made it on Idol, but they've made it with a label. I mean, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad,
Yeah. Yeah.
and there's a lot of money to be had, and that's basically, I hate to say it, but sometimes that's what it comes down to. So
Oh, of course. I
yeah.
mean, it's definitely like the focal point. That's
Mhm.
what is
Mhm.
hard about it. So
Mhm. Now, do you write?
I do. Yeah.
You So when you write, do you start with, lyrics, melody, or maybe just a feeling that you can't shake?
It's like half and half.
Yeah.
Sometimes it starts with lyrics, and then I, think about it forever. And I'm like, you know, how do I even make this into something? And then vice versa. Sometimes, it starts with the melody, and I'm like, oh, I really have this cool melody line. Now I need to figure out some
Yeah.
words. Just kind of depends. Um, but some songs, like for example,
Mhm.
um, Tequila, like took less than an hour. Like I wrote that song in the car, like driving to Baltimore for
Love
my
it.
job. So I mean, that was just like easy breezy, like such an easy write. And then there's other songs where it's like I'm still trying to figure out.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
some of the biggest hits have come from, songs that were written in very little time. You know
yeah,
what I mean? They'll say, "Oh, I wrote that in 20 minutes." And it's like, "Holy crap, you did what?" "Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I wrote that in 20 minutes." I said, "You gotta be shitting me. There's no
yeah.
way." But yeah.
I know it's crazy. It's that's the beauty of it, and I think that that's what makes it fun. Is
Mhm.
that some songs are just so effortless, and then other songs are just like, oh my
Mhm.
god, what? Like, why can't I figure out this bridge? Just
Uh,
it's
so, Angela, I have to ask, problem I ain't ready for. Is that a confession?
so. That song was actually written about my grandmother when she died.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet you see that one coming, huh?
well, no, I did not. But
I will. Okay, so I'll tell you the story. So, my grandmother, who is and was just the greatest woman on the planet, and she died when she was 96 years old. So
oh,
she
God
lived
bless her.
a
Wow.
very, very full, long life. And I remember, your grandmother's just always been in your life, and you tell yourself she's always going to be around forever. You just convince yourself that that's, the reality of it, even though you know that she's 96, it's going to
Mhm.
happen time. And at the time, I got this phone call, and it was like, hey, Graham's not doing good, and it's going to be soon. And
Yeah.
I remember standing in my kitchen, and at the time I was like, my job was kind of just like, ugh, annoying. And, I felt like I was just like tired and broke and just, fat and like nothing was working out. I was just like stressed and just like,
No, no.
yeah, just feeling like, everything's falling apart. And then I get this phone call that my grandmother, whom I
Ugh.
is, you know, going to be passing very, very soon. And I stood at my kitchen and I was like, okay, you know what? I can handle everything else that I'm dealing with, but this is a problem I'm not ready for. And
Hmm.
I was like, when I'm done dealing with this, I should write a song about that. And that's literally,
Exactly. I can see that. Yeah.
yeah, that, because I was like, I can always make money if I'm feeling broke right now. I'm feeling like
Mhm.
I just can't get ahead financially. I can figure that out. If I'm feeling like I gained a few pounds, I can just throw a dress on. No one's gonna see. If I, if so many solutions to all these other problems I have. But there's no solution to this. Like she's going to die, and
Yeah.
nothing I can do about that. And I'm not ready for that. And then I realized, afterwards I was like, this could be relational too. This could be about a relationship, but no, this is actually just about my grandmother passing away, and I
Yeah.
just wasn't ready for it. And you're never ready for it, even though,
No.
like I said, she's 96. I mean, obviously it's
Long
coming.
life. Long
Yeah.
life. My mother-in-law is 98
Yeah. Oh wow.
and
See.
still living alone.
Yeah. Oh
And but there's a lot of it's almost like taking care of a child again. You
yeah.
have to go over, you got to make sure she takes her meds in the morning, make sure she takes her meds at night, make sure she gets her lunch, make sure
Yeah.
there's always something, and you got to call her every day. But like you say, you just never know. In
Yeah.
98, yeah, her goal is to live to be 100.
That's
But you know what? It's like your grandma at 96, that's a long life.
yeah.
And then sometimes I wonder, what is the quality of life when you get to be that old?
I know.
You know what I mean? You can't do things for yourself. If you
It,
fall, you got to call somebody to come and help you get up. I mean, I fall. I need help getting up, for crying out loud. I can't imagine what it's going to be like if I live that long. But yeah,
yeah.
so yeah,
I,
exactly. Do you write songs for yourself first, or do you ever think about how listeners might hear them?
I think I write it for myself first,
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, I really just it's really just about like what I'm going through. You know what I mean? And I think then later on I'm like, oh, maybe somebody could relate to this. And that's all I want to be
yeah.
I don't necessarily care what people think about me. Let's
Mhm.
not let's,
I like that about you already because
yeah,
that means a lot. It
yeah,
just means that's good. Let me put it that way.
I truly like I just am who I am, and I just don't care if you don't
Love
like
that. You
like
don't like it? Too freaking bad.
yeah, then don't follow me, then don't
Yeah.
like, then that's fine. If I'm not what you're looking for, or my
Hey,
music ain't
oh
for you,
well.
that's cool. But I want people to know that anything I write or anything that I do and say when it comes to not even just music, just in general, like I am authentic and real, and I'm not going to try to be somebody I'm not. So,
That's that's the key to success right there. What you just said. Don't be somebody you're not. Be yourself. Be
yeah.
unique. Be
Yeah.
Angela Vittori.
People can see right through that, and people
Yeah.
want authenticity, like
Yeah.
in a world. I've said this in an interview before, where it's like social media is so fake, and now you have AI, where like just you can't even tell in videos if it's real or more. And it's just like, as cool as it is, like, yeah, that's cool that
Mhm.
like broke into someone's house. Like, it's pretty neat to watch. But like, people want realness. They want, just authenticity. And I just think people are craving it in this type of fake world that we're living in. And it's only going to get worse. So
Yeah.
I don't want to ever like, even like just on this podcast, like, I don't want to like act like somebody
I
not.
don't
Like,
want to act
yeah,
like somebody.
like,
I
I
just
just want people to see me for who I
Yeah.
am.
And that's the whole idea. That's,
Yeah.
that's the other reason I do this. And I've been doing it for quite a few years. It's just, I want my viewers and I want my listeners and people that know me and people that know that I do this and the people that I talk to are real people.
Yes.
When I talk to some of the bigger stars, I mean, they're shopping the same grocery stores. They're
Yeah.
doing everything that you and I do. They're driving their, little Subaru to the store. And it's just, they're no different. They're
Yeah.
no different, you know? Absolutely. Do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
Oh, I think I was in high school.
Was
Oh,
it
yeah, actually. I
was it
wrote a
bad?
song. That's so funny. It just came back to me. I wrote a song when my uncle died of cancer, and they played it at his funeral actually.
Oh
And
my God.
I don't like back then, I think we like burned it to a CD or something. I don't know. I don't know how we did that, but and it was like,
Mhm.
I can't even think of how I recorded it, to be honest with you. But yeah, I wrote a song. I should try to find that actually. I wrote a song when my uncle died, and
Yeah.
that's probably the first song I ever wrote. First, like,
Wow.
song.
Serious song. But usually when I ask an artist or a songwriter, do you remember the first song that you either performed or you wrote? It's always like, yeah, but I don't want to remember it. It sucked. It was terrible. It was like, I can't believe I did that. I
Yeah.
always ask that. And that's usually the answer I get. But in your situation, I get it. I get it. That's a beautiful thing. What's that?
It probably wasn't very good.
Doesn't matter. It was for a reason.
True.
You know
True.
what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty cool. What do you think about AI and all that? Being an artist, and it's pretty scary. I have to say, doing what I do with the radio station each and every afternoon, I do afternoon drive here in the Cuse, and it's on a country station, but still, I use AI to, if I can't think of some of the right words to say, or if I'm looking for a certain line, I use it for that a little bit of research. And then I went on AI just for the hell of it to see what it would do music wise. And I remember going to this one site and I just put a few words in and it gave me a song.
Mm,
And then it played me the song. And I went, holy crap, where
mm.
is this coming from? Because, I'm going to be honest with you, it was really good. So that got me thinking, going, this is scary for the people that I interview, for the people that make a living off of singing and writing and producing. And now you can just get any Joe, go down in front of his computer, put a couple of sentences in and say, write me a song about this. And then I want to hear it. Do you want male or female? Do you want country? Do you want pop? It's just amazing. It was amazing. And it was really scary.
Well, that's how I would describe it. Is scary. Like
Yeah.
it's just it's disappointing. Actually, it really like makes me.
Angry.
Yeah, it does actually.
I know. I could see it in your eyes.
It really does. Like it
Yeah.
fires me up
Me
because
too.
it's like, all right, so why am I doing this when like
Exactly.
computer can do it and do it better and faster than me? Like, like why am I doing it? It really it discourages. I hate to say that, but again, I'm real. I'm gonna be honest. Like it discourages me because it's like, okay, why am I spending all this money to pay so and so and go
Mhm.
and fly out to Nashville and get all this shit done
Mhm.
when I
Mhm.
can just type it in and have it done in seconds? Like I don't know. It just
But
it's
it's
bothersome.
still not you, though.
True.
And it's not that human touch. It's not, if we go to see Hatchback play, I don't know if you're still singing with him or not, but you go, that's different. That's that human side and the interaction and all that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I
you know what I
agree.
mean? Yeah. So
I
it scares me.
It does. It scares me too. I think it's a great tool for, like you said, if I need to research something or I
Yeah.
need to like word this better, and make this sound more professional. Um,
Well, if I could do my radio show and make it sound good, I'd do it. So
yeah.
never mind. Oh my God, it's so crazy. Do they ask you to sing at work?
Oh, all the time. All
Really?
the But what's funny is I just kind of do it naturally at work. I'm one of those people. This is super annoying, but I am um I cannot, like, somebody will say something and whatever they say triggers a song, so they'll just be talking and I'll just belt out a song. And it's so annoying and people have just come to understand that this is just what I do.
No, Angela's here. I can hear her coming down the hall.
Like they'll be talking and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's been a while." And I'm like, "It's been a while." Just like
That's awesome. And
yeah.
that's your personality too. And
Yeah.
that means a lot. That's half the battle. I mean,
Yeah.
number one, being able to sing, which you can, and do all that, but also that personality that goes with it makes you who you are.
Yeah.
So
I
that's cool.
have fun. I'm definitely the comedian at work. And so I like to keep things, as much as I love my job is very, very stressful. And
I
we
bet it is.
deal with a lot of life and death
Mm-hmm.
more
Mm-hmm.
than ever want to,
Yeah.
um and it's hard. And there's days when, you drive home with the radio off and you just are like, "Oh my God, why do I do this?
Why
This
do
is
I do this? Yeah.
so like why do I put myself in this type of industry? This is so much." And you don't want to go home with it, but you do. And so I always try to just find the fun and try to find like the humor and everything. And just like sometimes, like especially in the operating room, people tend to take things a little too seriously. And so it's nice to just kind of like
Yeah.
keep everybody grounded and like, hey, let's
Do
just.
you ever sing like in the delivery room or the operating room or something just to relax somebody? Or,
Well, not like
I mean, I
I
don't expect you to belt out a Carrie Underwood song before he cheats or something when somebody's giving birth, but yeah, I shouldn't put it that way. But still, you know what I mean?
well, like I will do it in like a silly way, like not like my actual voice. I'll just kind of like be funny with it.
Yeah,
Um
yeah.
I will say there was this one time, it happened like 2 weeks ago actually, but I was in the OR and I was we had used it, and then they come and they do a terminal clean and everything.
Yep,
And so
yep.
back there putting it all, like resetting it for our next surgery. And I'm back there by myself, and there's just this nice like white noise back there. The acoustics are really good. And I'm by myself putting everything where it needs to go, getting set up for the next one. I think I'm by myself, I'm just in my own little world. And I start singing. I don't even know what song it was right now, but it just whatever was in my head, and I just kind of started singing while I was putting stuff away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sudden the door opens, and it was one of the baby nurses, and she goes, "Oh my God, you sound beautiful." And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "You scared the shit out of me," and I can't believe.
But that's what, all that, what you're telling me right there, just it makes work fun, even though it's very difficult at times. And I don't know if I could ever do what you do. Um, I was a firefighter for years. I was a medic. I no longer do that. I don't want to do it any longer.
Yeah.
Just there's a lot of memories and a lot of, but going in there every day. And now
Yeah.
this has to be your way. When you get out of work, you go and do the quick change in a phone booth, and you go to a venue somewhere. Um, that kind of you can forget about everything that happened during the day, more or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
Because now Angela Vittori and Hatchback is coming out to play, and they're going to rock the house.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Is there a side of Angela that only comes out with the full band?
Oh man, I don't know. Once I get that tequila in me, I mean, it's gonna happen. And that's actually funny you should bring that up, because that's actually one of my um it was kind of the theme of tequila when I wrote that song.
Hmm.
Is we would, at the time when I was with Hatchback, we would rehearse, a bunch of new songs. And we'd talk about like, okay, so I think we were rehearsing for one of our New Year's Eve shows, and we were trying to figure out, okay, so the ball drops at midnight, and you're probably going to talk like 5 minutes, you're going to
Hmm.
lead it. What are you going to say? Like, what, before the countdown, what are you going to talk about? And I remember just saying like, oh, I'll let the tequila tell me what to do. I'll let the tequila
Ah,
say. And
I
so
get it.
yeah, so that was the root of where that song even came from, was me kind of saying like, I'll let the tequila tell me what to do. And so but yeah, I think it's funny, because once I get like my boots on, and I get my
Mhm.
little fit on, and I, have my margarita, I
You're good to go.
I think you're right. I think there is a side. It's weird because like you get on stage, and like I said, you get your outfit on, and you just kind of like start to get that rumble in your belly, and you're just like, okay, here we go, showtime. And then like this persona just comes
Hmm.
over.
Hmm.
Like I'm doing things on stage that like I don't even realize I'm doing, until I see it on video the next day, and I'm like, damn, what was,
Now, what was that all about?
yeah,
Oh, I
like
know.
it's just, yeah,
Yeah.
I think when you say that, I think, yeah, I think there is a side of me that like it's just this adrenaline performer just takes over. And I love it.
So you're no longer with Hatchback?
I'm not. No. I
Okay.
actually I left I kind of gave my notice at the end of last year,
I got
2020.
you. I got you.
Said after the end of the year I'm going to be done and working
Is
on
it
my.
too much?
No, 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 no. It wasn't too much. It was, it was actually great. It was amazing. I'm just at a point where if I'm going to invest so much of myself, I need to build my name and my brand,
100%.
Um,
Totally
I
agree.
I think it just got to a point where like I was enjoying it so much, but I felt like I wasn't really doing like I felt like I was like, okay, well, I'm in this cover band, but I'm also like trying to be an independent artist. So like you're here watching Hatchback, but you should like download some of my songs too. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
just I need to
I
just
get it.
instead of doing this, I need to like do this and just go in that direction and really make it, build my brand. And that's the only way I'm going to advance as an artist is if I just focus on that instead of like trying to do this and this. So I had to just make a decision that this is what.
So now I think, did somebody help you make that decision or is that all you? Because I
I
understand what you're saying. You
Yeah.
did it? Yeah.
Yeah, I will because it just had to be done. It
Yeah.
just
No, I get it. Totally.
I have to really focus, I can't focus like half my energy here and half of it there. I really have to.
It's time
um
to get Angela out there. Not Hatch. I mean, all due respect to Hatchback, but you being the female voice and the lead singer and also doing your stuff now, you need to concentrate on yourself because you're ready to make that move. You're right. It's good marketing, good branding.
I am. And the thing about it is, and I can't say this enough, like I want to do music more and more seriously. Like I don't want to just do it as a hobby. I don't want to just do it for fun. Like I want to really do it and I want to do
Mhm.
it to the best of my ability. And in order for me to do that and to like do it that seriously, I need to like build it within myself and build, my name again, my brand. And I also need to like have
I love this.
have this vision of like, okay, who's with me, who wants to do music as
Mhm.
serious as I do, so
Mhm.
that's really key is like basically, don't just do this as a hobby, really
Right.
like
Right.
to a level that you can be at.
But it's got to be hard for you because, I mean, I know you want to do your own thing and I get the branding and I get, you want to be independent. You want to go down that road, but you also have a great job, which, so, I don't know where you want to be in 5 years, but I know where I'd like to see you, but it's going to be so hard to, I mean, you get a job that pays the bills, you're living, it seems like you're doing very well, but then you take a chance by doing something that you could be the greatest artist on earth and still you're going to have these issues. You go to Nashville, you're going to hear a lot of no's, you hear a lot of yeses. You don't know, and how many people are actually doing what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And hopefully you're a cut above the rest, which I believe you are, but still it it gets kind of like, do I do this or do I not do this? Or you know what? But if you don't do it, you're going to regret it. At least I
Yeah.
think, I know if it was me, I'd be like, oh shit, man, I should have done that.
Yeah.
But then again, if I do it and I don't succeed, well, you know what? I gave it a shot.
That's how I feel because I'm
Yeah.
like, I just go to Nashville and just like test it out for even just like 6 months. Just
Have
go.
you done that?
I haven't, but I've thought
Do
about
it.
it. Yeah.
Do it. I am dead serious. You should do it. Now it can't be all that far of a drive from where you are. You're in Raleigh, so it's a few hours.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to just kind of do like, go there for a couple weeks at a time, come back here,
Mhm.
and just kind of juggle the two for a few and just get down there and just start making connections with people. I already do have a handful of good connections down there. I work
Cool.
with a producer down there. I work with some really great people, but it would be nice to just be there and like be able to just kind of immerse myself in that element of live music. And I think, you could go down and be like, wow, this is really a grind and I don't like it. Or you could be like,
Mhm.
wow, like this was a learning opportunity that I needed to
Right.
do. Or you could be like, I love it here and I ain't coming back. Just like you just don't know. And so like you said, like you don't know until you try it. And like I don't want to just never try it and be like, oh, I wonder if I would have done good. I wonder if I would have wonder what I would have done if I were down there.
Right.
Be that way. I hate like I will never live life with any regrets like that. I just
Don't.
yeah.
No, you can't do that. Not at all. I think it'd be a good move for you to just to go to Nashville and get a little taste of it.
Yeah.
I go there quite often, and I'm going to be there again in March in what they call the Country Radio Seminar. And you should look that up because if you're thinking about taking a trip to Nashville, that would be the week to go. Hint, hint. Because anybody that's anybody is there.
Yeah.
And if you've got your music, I'm sure you've got it. I was going to say not CD. Well, you have it on digital. I'm sure it's available. You should meet up with some of these people and network and go, hey, I'm Angela Vittori. Here's some of my work. Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of people out there looking to, that's the place to go. It's the Country Radio Seminar.
Hmm.
It
Okay.
doesn't, even though I say country, it's not all country. It's just, yes, it's focused on country radio, but there's artists from all different genres. I mean, one year I was there with Steven Tyler. It was, it's just like really crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sounds like something I would enjoy. So I'll have to remember those dates.
Yeah, it's in March, the 18th, I think it starts.
Hmm.
And it's that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm flying out on a Tuesday and coming back on a Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been doing that. It's not about me. This is about you. But I've been doing it probably 25 years or more. So
I
every
love
year I go. It is good, and you get to meet the artists, and you get to talk to them, and you get to find out, what works and what doesn't work.
hmm
Because anybody that's anybody is there.
Yeah.
And if you go and hang out, of course, now I'm going to let everybody know. But the seminar itself is at the Omni Hotel in Nashville. All
Uh-huh.
right, and if you hang out in that lobby of the Omni, you're all set. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It gets crazy. It's
Good to
crazy.
know. All right.
Yeah, just a little inside info. But now everybody's gonna know. I don't know. But yeah. So let's talk about AI a little bit more. You released an AI driven video for I Choose My Own Song, or I Chose My Own Song, right? Am I reading this right? You released an AI driven video. I made note of this. Did you or did you not? Or am I wrong?
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. Forget it. Erase.
I'm like, I did?
Okay. All right. So what are you doing now? So you're just kind of focusing on yourself, and maybe some new things will be
Yeah.
coming from Angela soon.
Yeah. So basically, what I'm working on is doing. I know this sounds silly, but I'm basically going to do the same thing, a cover band style.
Mhm.
Um, it's just going to be my name, Angela Vittori.
Love
And
it.
I'm going to do covers, like basically covers that I've been doing for a while, but also adding some fresh, like current hits, some R&B stuff, which I think
Love
would
it.
be fun, like just R&B stuff that like you would never expect to hear a live band do. I'm really interested in doing that.
No, I
And
think I think you have the voice for that.
thank you. And also when it feels right, sprinkling in my originals and like,
Mhm.
that whole thing where like the artist is singing a cover song and they're obviously doing a bunch of cover songs and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, does anybody want to hear one of my originals? After you like build their trust and you
Mhm. Mhm.
that what you're capable of, then all of a sudden they're a little more open to like, oh yeah, sure. And so
Mhm.
that's kind of the plan, is like just to kind of sprinkle in some originals. I am a firm believer that people love cover music, and I feel like when people are at a venue and they don't know what you're singing, they don't think you're as good. You could be super talented, but if the crowd can't sing along, they're going to be like, yeah, they were okay.
I
You know,
agree.
people want familiarity and they want songs that they know. And the other thing is like I want to sing songs that the 20-year-olds know, that the 30-year-olds know, that the 50-year-olds know, that the 60, like I want to like I want something for everyone. I
It's
don't
called success.
Yeah, I don't want to just be a tribute band where all we do is Fleetwood Mac. Like I
Right.
don't want
Right.
that because if you hate Fleetwood Mac, you're never going to,
You're
you
going to
know,
hate the night.
yeah, yeah, you're gonna walk out. And so I just like my thing is I love covering songs that people like and also covering songs that people wouldn't expect. So that's the fun.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
that I love like looking at the crowd and they're like, "Oh, yeah,
Now you
what?"
got them hooked, though.
Yeah,
Then it's okay maybe to say, "Hey, you know what? We did that, but tell me what you think of this song. I just put it out last night. Let me know what you think."
ex-
Now
yeah,
you've got them hooked. Either they're
ex-
going to like it or they're going to hate it. So
yeah. So
that's cool.
that's what I'm working on. I love
I
doing
love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
making like medleys. So I love taking one song and then connecting it to a totally different song and then
Yeah.
connecting that song to a totally different song and just like just kind of blowing people's minds and just making them be like, "Oh my gosh," almost like what a DJ does, but I want to do it with a band.
Mhm. Have you had any of your music played on the radio?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And how was that?
I don't
Did
know.
you hear it?
Yeah, it's cool. Like it's just
First reaction when you heard Angela Vittori on the radio, what was your reaction?
I think my reaction is like,
Holy crap.
yes, like, oh my God. Like who I think to like just like little Angela. Like I think back to like, me as a kid just like
Mhm.
playing playing these female singers, whether my biggest idol as a kid was Celine Dion,
Oh, yeah.
um, Shania Twain, and then the typical pop artists, all those people. Like I said, any female that had a good voice, I was obsessed.
Love
But
it.
like, the divas, the classic like icons, Whitney Houston, all of those like just powerhouse vocals, like I think back to little Angela and just like listening to them on the radio and then thinking about like, oh, like you don't know it yet, but you're going to be on the radio one day. Like that makes me really
Mm.
proud. It makes me feel like I've done something right and I've done something to be proud of.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Is there, where, if somebody's listening to this, they don't know you. I didn't know you until tonight. Now I feel like we're best friends.
We
But
are.
yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad that, we made contact and making this happen. It's so interesting. Somebody, and I urge anybody watching this or listening to this to look up her music. Where should they go to do that?
I think the best place is Spotify.
Hmm.
Uh, Spotify just like has the best algorithm. Like it helps me the most if you listen to me on Spotify. And then Apple Music, I know it's on YouTube, Amazon Music, any type of
Okay.
streaming thing of your choice, whichever one you do. But I know Spotify is like the big one. That's like those streams are powerful and they,
Cool.
can really get things going.
And I'll
So,
make sure I put a link on the bottom. Can't
oh
see
yeah.
my hand, but it'll be underneath there after. So, is there a song that you wish you had written
Mm.
that maybe you hear it and go, man, I should have written that?
Mm. A lot of John Mayer songs I wish I wrote.
Ah,
I
I get you.
That man has been very influential because I was listening to him in middle school with my little compact. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, yeah.
I every single album that he came out with, like, yeah, there's a lot of John Mayer songs that I'm like, damn it, I wish that was me, but he's the first one that comes to mind for sure.
Love it. Mm.
That's my answer. John Mayer
Yeah.
song.
Gotcha. Best compliment you've ever gotten about your voice. Best compliment.
What was the question?
Oh, I'm sorry. Best compliment you've ever gotten about your voice. Your best compliment.
Oh, best compliment I've ever gotten. Um, this is a funny one. I sang for I don't know why I'm thinking of this one, but I sang for like this festival. It was here in North Carolina, and it was called Holly Fest, and it was in Holly Springs, North Carolina. And I, you know, we get done and we kind of walk around the festival just to see what they had, the
Yeah, see
rides.
what's going on. Yeah.
And somebody in a food truck was like, "Was that you up there singing?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's in her food truck, okay? So she doesn't, it's not me, but she was like, "Girl, I heard you singing. You are amazing." And she just was so
Oh, I
dramatic
love that.
about it.
Love that.
Yeah, and like all I could think was just like, "Oh my God, this is so genuine," because she literally just
Yeah,
heard, like, it was just, I don't know. I don't even know how it came to her knowing that it was me. I think maybe we said we were like we're the band that played earlier. And so I don't know, just maybe like a compliment like that. I love like just those genuine compliments where just people are
I
like,
love it.
that's a specific one, and sure there's others, but like just when somebody is just like so in awe of something that like I take for granted. I'm gonna be honest
Mhm,
with you. I take it
mhm.
for granted. I've been singing since
Yeah,
I
yeah, you don't think about it. Yeah,
and I don't think about it, and I just do it. And it makes you, and I'm going on a tangent here, whatever.
it's all
But
good.
you know,
It's a
it makes
podcast.
it makes me like want to take like every single show and just savor it, because it's like you just don't know who's listening, and like you do
You
this
never
all,
know.
and you just you sing every Friday night, every Saturday night, you do this, you do that, and like we just kind of we go through the motions. And when you hear just like an authentic genuine compliment like that, it's like, yeah, you better be giving it 100% every time. Don't go through the motions. Like
Right?
people are, and you have a new audience every single weekend and every single event, and give it 100%. And so I just,
I love that.
it's a challenge for sure. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I need to
You
be
know,
bringing all the time because of stuff like that, because of compliments like that.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I hope somebody, wants to be like you, fill your shoes, somehow do what you're doing, that they're listening to this and they're watching this, because the advice what you're saying right now and even earlier on in this podcast, it's, people need to hear that.
Thank you.
They
Yeah.
need to
I
hear that. You're
I hope,
doing it. What's that? I cut you off.
I really hope that someone
Yeah.
listens to this, or they're encouraged or they're challenged too.
Angela, quickly, when someone discovers your music for the first time, where should they start and why that song?
Hmm.
Crazy question.
I know. That's a good one. You're provoking me. um, where should they start? Um,
Is there something that you prefer that they hear first and then take in the rest?
I mean, no, I really don't have a preference.
Okay.
I'm as I think about it, I'm like,
That's
no,
fair.
just
Enjoy it.
yeah, just enjoy it. I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't really have a, they could start with God is a Woman because it's an Ariana
Okay.
Grande song. So it's like, it's a different take on that song. It's
Hmm.
more, it's kind of, we wanted it to be kind of sexy and just kind of like raw and really stripped down. Um so like for me, like when I released that cover, um I had people being like, "Oh, actually, like I like your version better than the original," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what."
I love it.
So maybe start there and
Yeah.
then
Okay. All right.
try some
And,
of the.
and quickly, did you watch the Grammys?
I didn't, but
Yeah.
highlights the next day.
Oh, there you go. That's cheating.
you know, I'll be honest with you, I can't see past like the outfits. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, I hear you. It's like I saw, I did watch it and I thought it was a great show. Some may disagree with me, but I thought it was great to see all the different genres of music. But I agree with you with the outfits. It's like, girl, seriously?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm trying to think who it was, but, she pretty much everything was hanging out and she had her whatever. It's like, really? This is
yeah.
crazy. Why? What does that prove? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I love the music and all that. It's the outfits. It's like, all right, even Lady Gaga, as much as I love her music, it's like, what's with some of these outfits? I remember the year she was wearing meat. So it's like,
I do remember that.
so it was just like, I don't know if they're trying to make a statement or what. And there you got, you got the Biebs on stage in his boxer shorts, no shirt and socks. I mean, I'm like, okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe it's just me, but I always like to hear from the artists too. So.
I agree. I try not to, like I said, it's a little painful to watch just because it's like, I don't know why we're showing up looking like this. And
Exactly.
just seems like a weird Halloween party that like doesn't make
Scary one.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Exactly.
I do like to see like, okay, who did win, what songs won, what artists won, because to be honest with you, like it makes me say like, oh, okay, maybe I need to learn that song. Oh, okay, that
Mhm.
song won a Grammy or that artist won a Grammy. I need to look and see what her top songs are because obviously people, dig her music or dig his
Yeah.
music. I want to learn it. So I do take notes. I just don't necessarily watch the whole thing.
Gotcha. What your preference genre of music, or do you just listen to everything? What? Go
I
ahead.
li- I listen to everything. My preference in genres that I like to perform, definitely country. Country's like seems to be my wheelhouse.
You're not
And
just saying that because I'm sitting on the other end here.
no, I
Okay. All right.
promise. Country for sure. And I like I don't want to say R&B, but like I like kind of soulful,
Mhm.
like Olivia Dean kind of stuff. I've been getting told a lot from multiple people that I sound like her, and I'm like,
Now that you mention it,
yeah.
yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, I've been told that countless times that I
Well, they're
sound like
right.
you sound just like Olivia Dean. You give me such Olivia Dean vibes, and I'm like, okay,
Well, is that a good thing?
yeah, because I
No, no, I
that
know you love her and everything, but you also want to be a little bit of Angela Vittori. You know what
yeah,
I mean? You still have to have a little bit of your own. You don't want to be just like somebody, but you can be like similar,
yes,
but
yeah.
have put your own spin on it. So,
Right. Right.
yeah,
And that's kind of what I try to do. It's funny because I can definitely tell even in just a 4-hour set because I sing for 4 hours straight.
yeah.
Which
Crazy.
crazy, but I
Crazy.
conditioned myself to do it and I can tell like the strength of certain songs just because it's in my wheelhouse. Like
Yeah.
a Teddy Swim song, I feel like I can just sing
Ah,
effortless because it's just in my wheelhouse.
so
It's
good.
I sing kind of the way he sings. I do the same sort of runs. I have, kind of it's easy for me. And then there's other songs where I'm like, oh, this is a little more difficult. This is just not wheelhouse. And I can fake it and I can like, put my own spin on it. But there's like some Taylor Swift songs that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just don't sing like her. Like I just don't have those same, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to describe it, but
Yeah.
that's what it is. So I can always tell like who's like what vibe is comfortable for me and like
Mhm.
which ones I have to work a little harder on.
Super Bowl.
Super.
Do, do you watch?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Seahawks or
Yeah.
Patriots?
Oh yeah.
Seahawks. Seahawks.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oregon. I have to go for
Oh,
Seattle.
that's right. That's right. That's right. Angela Vittori, I mean, you took some time out of your night to spend it here on what's your favorite podcast now?
Skip happens.
Thank
Duh.
you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Just testing. And also for being on the podcast tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Angela is going to get a Skip Happens mug or two or three. I'll give you a
Yeah.
couple to take to work if you take them into the, I'll send them down to you.
Oh,
But we'll talk about that afterwards. Everybody that comes on gets a mug or two, whatever. I'm pretty generous. So, anyways, I do want to thank you for coming on tonight. I'm so glad that this did happen because it's so informative, not only to me, but to others that may be trying to do what you're doing. And just to hear it from somebody that's right in the middle of it right now is a
Yeah.
good thing. So, and also doing what you do for a living, God bless you, because that is not an easy job. And I don't know if I could do that or not. I mean, we have a son that's Down syndrome, but we knew beforehand. But still, that day in the delivery room, there were all certain things they had to do.
Yeah.
They brought in a team from the neonatal unit just in case they were standing by and all. I mean, everything worked out great, but it's just amazing what they do there, and you're a part of that. So yeah. And can I ask real quick, upstate New York, whereabouts?
Thousand Islands region. Carthage.
Holy crap! You're up
Yeah.
by the border.
Yeah. Yeah.
No kidding. Up near Clayton
I,
Inlet.
yeah. Around there. I
Okay.
grew up in a town called Carthage.
Oh yeah. No, I know it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's way up there.
I don't know if you know Johnny Spisano, but
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
my God.
the border.
The border. I know. I know exactly. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Yep. That's where I grew up.
It's beautiful up there though.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Right time of the year.
Yeah, I was going to say, not.
Notice I kind of. All right. Oh, I love it. Angela Vittori, thank you for coming on Skip Happens tonight. I love your story. I love everything about you. I think you have a great future ahead of you. You've got some decisions to make and kind of do your own thing. But there's no doubt in my mind that you cannot do it, because I know you can. And just keep going. 5 years down the road, I'm going to go, I knew her. She was on my podcast.
Oh, my God.
But I'm in the old folks home in 5 years. So I don't know.
Thank you so much for having me. This was a blast. I'm so happy we got to do this.
I am too. Thank you so much for coming on Skip Happens. If you're watching this, you're listening to this, whether it's now live or down the road, let us know in the comments down below. And also subscribe to Skip Happens on YouTube. And I'm sure, Angela, do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but I'm more just on social media.
All right. Well, make sure you catch up with her. I'm sure she would respond and would love to know what you think of the music as well. So thank you for watching, everybody. And, I'm Skip Clark. This is Skip Happens, and we'll catch you next time.